Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I got a alpha gameplay review here for you. I do have the go ahead from the team, from the Farm Wars team to go ahead and put out a video based on my personal opinion from the alpha, show the alpha a little bit, and just give you my feedback of it so far, at least my thoughts. The one thing I do have to caveat is it is alpha. It's limited access, understanding that there are going to be issues. There's going to be some things that don't work right. There's going to be some things that need adjusted. And also, last but not least, there are some things that you'll see in this alpha that will not be in the live game. Whether it's the way it's formatted, whether it's just didn't work in general. So keep that in mind when you're going through. As I'm going through this review and providing my thoughts, I'm keeping that in mind. So if there's a glitch or if there's just something that's just off, I'm not holding it against the Farm Wars project in general. So I just wanted to throw that caveat out there. What I'm going to do in this, I'm just do a quick recap of what Farm Wars is. I did a white paper review maybe like 2, 3 months ago when I first heard about this project. A lot has been adjusted. The overall format of the game is still the same, but a lot has changed as far as you'll see even just the website itself. It's a lot cleaner. Still has it's funny because when I look at these characters, I just off the top of my head, I think of action figures, considering how shiny they are. They just remind me of action figures put on a background. Um, so so that's that. But overall, the website is better than it was originally. So we'll quickly go through that. The concept of the game is simple but complex. It's a farmer's game. It starts off as a farmer's game. Then it's going to move into a war phase. They showed here the war age where you're exploring, you're building up your army, and then a space age. Um, I think that's where most of my curiosity is. How are they going to go from a farm age to a war age? That's understandable. I can see that because you need to build up the resources, and then you build up your army. But how does it go from a war age to a space age? So it's going to be really interesting to see how they put this all together. Right now, for the alpha, the only items that are available is right now in the farm age. So keep that in mind as we're going through this. They will have they obviously PVE. That's from the farming perspective. Eventually, they'll have PvP. This just shows some of the NFTs that are in there. We'll dive into that a little bit more detail. Again, right now is the alpha stage. They will be doing a number of sales, and it looks like based on what I'm seeing from the alpha, the sales will either be split up into 4 or 5 different packs. They've also talked about a mega pack, so I'm not sure if that'll include everything or if that's just a lot of items in that mega pack. So keep that in mind. You are going to have to, in order to minimally play the game, there are certain levels of items that you're going to have to get, and we'll talk through that as we go through the gameplay itself. They will be having a sale coming here in the future. Date is not finalized, but if you want to be involved in this, you like this alpha, you jumped in the Discord, you like the team. Um, in order to be involved in that sale, they right now have a silver pass, which is the secondary pass, and a gold pass, which is going to be the primary, I guess you could call it, pass. So basically, gold gets the first dibs, and I think they're the only ones that get access to the mega packs. Silver will get the next, and I don't think they're going to be having a public sale. It sounds like they're either going to cycle through and then burn at the end of the time frame, or but either way, it doesn't sound like they're going to let anything go to the public. So if you want to be involved in project, check out the passes. They are cheaper right now than they were initially when they dropped. So keep that in mind. What I'm going to do now, and again, I encourage you, if you want to take a look at my white paper review, or if you want to go ahead and access, they call it the farm paper, go ahead and jump there, check it out. You can see all the details. They do go in there pretty deep. I'm not going to do that in this one. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump over to a pre-recorded video that I did when I started the alpha, I guess about 2 weeks ago, where I opened all the packs that they gave. And again, this is on the testnet, so I'm not going to be able to use any of this stuff in the actual live game. This is all on the testnet. So let's go ahead and jump over to that video. All right, here we are on the test net for Farm Wars. What we're going to do now, and this is probably very early compared to the video that you're watching right now. I wanted to record this part of it early in the process to show you, again, this is on the test net, where I'm going through and grabbing the packs that they provided, going to open them up so you can see some potentials that maybe when the game is live that you could get. But again, this is testnet. They, as part of the alpha testing, they gave us a number of free packs to test out. These will not be with us when the project goes live, so don't think that at all. But I wanted to go through again and open them. Going to claim them all. Going to do everything and show you that. So that's why this may be a several part video just because of the length it may take. I want to grab them all. You saw the first one I grabbed was the mini tool packs, and it doesn't. There's not a description. I'm assuming there's going to be one tool per pack. This one is the mini building pack. Let's go ahead and grab those. So I have 5 of those. Sliding down here, we have the mini land pack. Land is going to be important. So let's go ahead and grab 5 of those, and then we will open them all together, and we have the worker pack. Grab 3 of those because they only let us have 3 for this. And then there we go. And that's it. So let's go over, I'm just double checking, I got everything, to the packs. Again, testnet, going to keep putting that disclaimer out there. So I have five mini lands, 5 mini buildings, 5 mini tools, and again, on the testnet, let's go ahead and open some. I'm going to go ahead and mute this. I don't know what music they may have with it. So let's open, see what we get. All right, it's coming up here. I may fast forward some of this opening because of all of the. See, I got a common land. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Authenticate. I got a rare land. All right, authenticate, and I got another common land. This is pack number 4. Going through, authenticate, and ooh, I got an epic land. That's a good one. Last land. Here we go. And it's a common. So I got 3 commons, 1 rare, and 1 epic that I can use in this test environment. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the building packs. I'm going to go ahead and let you ride with me on this first one to see how many are in there. I'm assuming it's just one building per pack. Yep, I got a common forest. All right, this is going to be pack number 2. The first one was a common forest. And for this one, I got a common cowshed. Here's pack number 3, and I got another common forest. So 2 common forests and a cowshed. All right, pack number 4. I got a house. There we go. And the last pack we got a well, which we definitely need the water. All right, now we're going to do the 5 mini tool packs. Tool pack number 1. Okay, so these actually come with 3 different ones, and I actually got an epic bucket that should go along with my well. I got a rare pickaxe, and I got a common axe. Here's tool pack number 2, and again, I got another pickaxe, rare. I got an epic fishing rod, so I'm curious if that's going to be normal, if we get a common, rare, and epic automatically. Well, guess we'll see the next pack. Pack number 3 is, again, yep, we got a fishing rod. I've gotten 3 rare pickaxes, and we got another epic fishing rod. All right, this pack number 4, again, oh, we got an axe. I think I had an axe already. Yeah, I already had a rare axe, another epic fishing rod, and a common axe. All right, this is the last pack, and let's see what we get. We got another rare axe. We got a epic pickaxe, and we got a common axe. All right, so we did, again, this is on the test net, and this is very, very early in alpha, so what I just got in these packs may not even be remotely close to what you get in the live version, because that's, I'm assuming, weeks away from now. But I did want to show you what I got as I went through. I got a number of epic fishing poles. I got a number of rare axes. I got a couple rare pickaxes. a number of common things. But overall, I think it's pretty neat. Um, when I can do a video of the game itself, maybe a little different than what I have now, but I wanted to show you this, see what they look like as far as um, initial view. This is, again, the land. That is the epic land that we have. Here is an epic bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back over to the video and show you some of the gameplay. All right, we are now back to the current version. You know what I got in the packs. That's what I'm going to be using. They did give us some additional packs just because I had some trouble uh, getting the pond, which is another building, and that's needed for food. And I wanted to test out the entire game. I couldn't just buy it on the secondary market. So they did give us a few additional packs that I'm not going to show you actually opening up. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the alpha game itself and show you what it's like, and then give you my feedback at the end of this. Here we go. This when you first log in, have to log in. Not sure if you can see this because it's going to ask for my Anchor wallet since we are on the test net. So we are going to go ahead, and this gives me a very elderly scrolls vibe right there. So now we are on. This is the front screen. You know that icon if you're familiar with the game itself. And here we go. This is the layout. As you can see, I do have a number of things that are already staked. I tried to unstake some of the things just so I could show you going through the process. But this is the main screen. You have all of this land here to go ahead and put buildings out there. So there is plenty potential for expansion, considering how small each of these buildings are themselves. Let's go ahead to the format of everything. At the top here, you have the lands. You saw me open land packs. You need a land in order to go ahead and play the game. Then you have the buildings. As you can see, the more land you stake, the more buildings you can actually stake. And then you have the workers. These are the people actually doing the work with the tools. They don't have a tools one up here, but I'll show you that actually in here in a second. And these are the boosters right here. Over on this side, we have the 4 different tokens. You have the water, which comes from the wells. You have the food, which comes from the pond or from the cow sheds right now. Wood comes from the forest, and the gold comes from the gold mines. Across the bottom here, you have these first 4 are not staked. They are what you have in your inventory, basically your wax wallet, but they are not staked. So you have the land here. As you can see, oop, as you can see, I have 4 lands available. What I'm going to do is, since I have an open slot here, let's go ahead and add one of the lands. So I'm going to go ahead and click on use. Not sure if you can see, but my Anchor wallet comes up, shows successful, and now you'll see I have 3, and I went from 10 slots available to now I have 12 slots available. In addition to that, we have the buildings. These are the buildings that I have available to stake. What I'm going to go ahead and stake is, let's do a cow shed. I'm trying to remember what I have staked and what I don't have staked. So we'll go ahead and stake a cow shed. You'll see the number go up to 9 out of 12. Sometimes just because we are in alpha, you got to do it a couple times. All that will be resolved. But you'll see it's going to give me an error because it was a little laggy there. 9 out of 10. So now I'm going to go ahead and stake a worker. I'm trying to remember if I pulled a worker out. Yeah, I did. Here we go. We got a worker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the workers, and we have different tools. They're separated by basically what they produce. This produces wood, this produces gold, produces water, and produces food. So, and then you have the tools tab up here, and then you have the animals tab. I do have a cow, so we'll go ahead and show that. This produces food. They'll eventually have sheep and chickens also. So go ahead and you hit use, and then it automatically connects it to that cow shed that we put out there. And when you place buildings, I'm going to go ahead and show you another building that I'm going to place. You can essentially place it anywhere. The other thing is houses. Houses increase the number of workers that you can put in there. So if I go ahead and click house, you see down here, I can move it anywhere on here. Let's go ahead and put it right next to this gold mine here. It asks me to authenticate and then successful. Now you see I have 12 available, or I should say I have 12 available slots. I don't have that many workers. And same with boosters. You click on this, I do have one booster. Go ahead and hit use, it automatically connects, and this is a wood booster, which you'll see a 1 up here, which gives you a slight increase on wood production. Also, you have crafting. These crafting options will be different during the live game. These are just some examples, so you can go ahead and test some things out. I believe you need blueprints for all these, yeah. So I have not been able to test the crafting because not only do you need the different tokens, which this one needs 5 gold and 5 wood, but you also need a blueprint. And you can see I have 0 blueprints owned. I'm not sure if blueprints are going to come from just being able to mine different things or research item, or if they just come from the marketplace. So let's jump over to the marketplace. This will also be a lot different. I'm assuming there's going to be more options once the game is live. You have the option to buy land from the markets, animals. This is where I got my cow from. These are boosters. You can go ahead and buy a booster. You can buy additional workers, which is a neat thing. So it's taking a second to load here. There we go. And then you can buy blueprints. Right now, the only blueprints that they have available is the forest, which doesn't match up with the other crafting items that we have there. But eventually, I'm assuming they're going to have blueprints for all the different buildings that you can craft. Then from there, you have the staked. This is where it gets a little bit clunky for me. It shows you all the different items that are staked. In order to claim an item, you either go in the staked section or you click on the item itself. Like I'm gonna do the pond here. So you go there, you see inside here, it's the type of building it is. The status is free because we're on essentially the test server. I'm assuming this will be the rarity when it goes live. Basically the size, how much of space out here it occupies. I'm sorry, how much space here it occupies. The tools used, and the durability. So every time you use it, the durability does go down. So as you can see, the timer is at 0, so we'll go ahead and claim it. I don't have a worker on it right now, so let's go ahead and add a worker to it. So we'll go to workers, go to use. It's going to give me an error because we are in alpha. Perfect time to give me an error when I'm doing a video. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh. Again, that's why I gave the disclaimer at the beginning of this. Once you understand that we are in alpha, so we're going to have some issues here. Go to worker, it's going to fetch, I'm going to grab and now we are in here, so I want to put something in the pond. So in order to do food, I'm going to have to put my fishing rod in the pond. I have some epic ones, so let's go ahead and use that. It'll automatically connect it to the pond. So now let's go over to the pond itself. And because I just added the tools to it, it's going to go ahead and start that timer. So we will go ahead and do a different item. I have my well over here for no apparent reason. You'll see it's a well. You'll see the status is working. That means, I apologize. I had it wrong before. The status means there's actually a worker in there. It doesn't mean the rarity. That's why the other one showed free, and that's why this one shows working. Apologize about that. Shows you, again, the space it's going to take up, the tool that's in there that's going to use, the tool's durability. In order to pull a tool out, you need to completely do the repair it, essentially. And same with the building. You need to repair the buildings. I like and I don't like the double repairs or durability things. That's just more tokens you have to spend, but it's also more of a burning phase. It just became a little bit of a hassle and here in the alpha. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that. It's going to ask me to authenticate again. Success. And then I was able to add the water here. All right. And let's go ahead and do the gold mine. Again, gold mine working. So I have a tool, a pickaxe in there. Go ahead and claim it. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to show you the repair feature. You see it's going up to 16, almost 70 for the gold. So let's actually go to staked items. I'm going to see if I can repair. Let's repair my fishing rod, which I haven't used yet now. Let's go ahead and repair the axe. As you can see on the durability up here, it's 210 out of 300. So let's go ahead and click repair. It is, in order to use the repair, it uses the gold. So go ahead and click on repair, and there you go. Oh, again, alpha, good stuff. Why are you not repairing? Keep saying six. There we go. Now repaired. Let's go back down to it to show you. Yep, there we go. It is 100% repaired now. And then you have to go ahead and do the same thing in order to pull something out. So I'm going to go to the forest since I just repaired the forest. I don't. Interesting. They don't have it here. Again, it's an alpha. The one thing I wanted to mention is it's a little bit clunky that I hope they fixed for the live version is every time you claim something, it goes to the success screen. If it goes through, it goes to the success screen, and then you got to go back in here again, wait for it, go to here. I wish they had just had a claim, or some sort of screen that had all of the items that you could claim, and you could just go click, 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 click. Just ease of life type of situation. All right, and then there's a few other things I didn't show down here. The exchange. This is basically where you withdraw and add, like everything. They have a fee that updates every hour. And then the settings. Right now, there's not many settings. There's the sound, which I have muted for the video. I guess the neat thing with this is you can rotate it. So I guess that makes it 3D. But let's go ahead and get to my thoughts. Again, we are still in the farm age. We're still in the early phase of it. It. I hate to actually say this. It's a glorified version of many other farm versions. So the selling point is not in the current age that's going to launch. Unfortunately, it's following the pattern of a lot of other games with just basically farming or gathering or mining tokens that you can craft other things. I think it's going to get interesting when it gets to the war age, when you start building troops and you start being able to go off and fight stuff, where your farm is going to support your barracks, and then so on and so forth. I think that's where this game is going to get interesting. Right now, they are, if you're just looking for a farming game, there's better games out there. There's one specifically that I'm not going to name in this, just because this is a meeting, or this is a video about Farm Wars, but there is a better farming game out there. This again will get the features when it gets to the next phases, like most games right now in Wax. Unfortunately, I was hoping a little bit more out of it. I was hoping you could actually walk around, you could test things out in the farm, not just this very distant version of it. There's some clunky things. I'm going to count those to being part of the alpha. So I'm not going to basically deduct points, quote unquote, deduct points because of some clunkiness. I think they'll resolve that. People are in the forum and the Discord right now giving them feedback that I think they're making adjustments to. So if you're just looking for a farming game, that's my viewpoint. It's there's better ones out there. From the war aspect, that'll be interesting to see just how they transition again, and then the space age. That's going to be pretty neat to see how that goes. So I'm not discounting this project at all. Um, it's just my personal opinion, not discounting it at all, because I think the next phases are going to be interesting to watch, see how they do it. Obviously, how they implement it will determine what my real thoughts are. But just from the current age and the launch perspective, there's better out there. All right. So I hope you all enjoy this. Hope you like the look at it. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.